Good morning, my name is Bijoy. I'm going to do my presentation on internationalization of retailing and clothing industry. Internationalization. According to Uppsala internationalization model, internationalization is seen as a process which the enterprise gradually increases its international involvement. The firm increases the international involvement. Model states that internationalization process, once it started, will tend to proceed regardless whether strategic decisions in that direction are made or not. This process involves an interplay between the development of knowledge about foreign markets and operations on one hand, and an increasing commitment of resources to foreign markets in the other. For example, consider, let's take a company which will have no regular exports. Then gradually it increases its export and they'll have a regular export. After that they'll be opening a subsidiary in another country. After that there'll be production or manufacturing in a different country. That's how it gradually increases its international involvement. Why is internationalization important? In today's environment, industries ranging from small to multinational enterprises that starts with a global strategy, and they move quickly and take advantage of cross-border activities which provide opportunities not only for the growth of revenue but also the exchange of knowledge and enhancement of capabilities, which strengthen the long-term competitiveness of the firm. Companies go international to broaden their workforce and to obtain new ideas. It is of extreme importance because firm tends to remain static in order to gain more fame, success and widespread internationalize. In the UK market, 18 of the top 20 selling clothing retailers operate in foreign markets. Clothing industry of UK. Retail industry of UK. There's a substantial change over past decade in the clothing retail industry of UK. The move into clothing categories by the major grocery chains like Asda, Tesco and Sainsbury is one of the major change. And the expansion into UK's market by the international players like Gap, H&M and Zara is another important change, along with aggressive discounting by the companies like Malton, Primark, New Look and Next. Plus the influence of entrepreneur Phil Green, who now owns the BH and the Arcade Group, have radically altered the structure of clothing retail industry of UK. The sector is extremely competitive and is currently experiencing price deflation and radical shifts in market share. Marks and Spencer's, for a long, the preeminent clothing retailer in UK, now sells less than the Asda brand George across all garment categories and has been forced to re-evaluate its merchandise strategy several times in recent years. Problem faced by clothing retailers: brand image or name. Today, having a strong brand is crucial. A large part of the reason for several brands to find success in their ability to carve out a niche and a crowded market. It can have a positive or a negative influence on the market. Labor intensive. Despite of more and more production shifting to low-wage economies in the decade, there remains a significant amount of clothing manufacturing in high-wage economies. Ethical issue. High level of expenses can force or tempt retailers to choose labor who are paid at low-cost wages. This can stand as an issue on the grounds of ethics, as they may be challenged by the developed countries. Several UK retailers have been warned regarding this issue. Like Primark is being was been under an ethical issue, like they were using child labor for production of their clothes. Strategies of internationalization, brand name. Strategies of when an organization has made a decision to enter an overseas market, there are different options open for it, like export, merging, joint ventures. These options vary with cost, risk, and the degree of control they can exercise over them. Selection of a wrong entry or a mode or a wrong time can lead to problems and complications. Selection of a right mode of entry can lead to maximize the profile of the flagship stores. Firms should look at the possible advantage they can get when entering a market. In the case of Marks and Spencer's, as an impact of foreign market failure, it was forced to abandon its international markets in US, Canada, compounding its domestic difficulties. Strategies of internationalization. Why is it important? The retailer needs to be introspective when determining their expansion strategy. Having a clear understanding of corporate global expansion goals and organization capabilities is critical to success. Thorough research should be undertaken because global expansion takes time and financial resources. Retailers should consider starting the process by assessing their capabilities in 3 important areas. These assessments should be completed before deciding on the expansion, market and methods of market entry. They must be able to answer the assessment questions like their goal assessment. What should the firm want to achieve with the global expansion? Internal capability assessments, like does the firm have necessary internal capabilities to go abroad? Resource assessments, like does the firm have resources to manage the global expansion? Balance strategy of market selection and internal capability development can effectively help the clothing retailer to develop rapidly their global expansion. At the very least, it involves challenging series of steps and aimed at highlighting the strengths and weakness. Why the right foreign market should be selected? The right foreign market allows the firms to make use of the available resources. When the government policies are in favor of the firm, it becomes very easy for it to establish itself. The right market boosts the sales of the product and the firm that the firm targets to sell. Since the firm makes an extended research on the market, it feels very confident regarding the competitors. The right market can encourage to open up the firm's new business. These are the references. The remaining findings will be carried over in the main study. Thank you.